Hello everyone, it's Imran here. Welcome back to another video. So I'm going to react to something completely and totally different. I'm going to be reacting to this video that I was requested to react to by, let's see if I can get up his name, by Die District KILLDOZER again. And this one is called KILLDOZER: How a Man Made His Own Tank, Tales from the Bottle. So it comes from this channel called Quest. This one was uploaded five years ago. So let's see. This was uploaded on March 16th, 2018. And so the man obviously is called Marvin John Haymeyer, who was born October on October 28th, 1951, and sadly died on June 4th, 2004. So yeah, I mean, there's Tell from the Bottle series. So this is going to be a story about how a man, built his own tank. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to expect from this video. So this was, like I said, I was requested to react to this video. So I pretty much have never heard of this Tales from the Bottle series or even watched a video from this channel before. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and react to this because, like I said, it's just something a little bit different. I mean, I don't normally react to these kinds of videos about stories that what other people did, but you know what? Just for a bit of change and just for a bit of fun, why not? Link to the video I'm reacting to in the description down below as always. So without further ado, let's just get straight, excuse me, into this.
In 2004, a man would go on a rampage in Granby, Colorado in a strange armored vehicle, which would later become known as the KILLDOZER. Great name, by the way. I think I'm
Really?
going to give the same title to my little Nissan. Beep beep. Despite continued attempts, police were unable to stop him, and the town was completely at his mercy. But why would anybody do such a thing? Where did he get this
What?
contraption? Whatever happened to him? His name was Marvin Heemeyer, and he's become
Okay.
somewhat of a hero in some people's eyes. A
Really?
reasonable man driven to do unreasonable things, which is just like me when the person walking in front of me is too slow and takes up the whole path, and Jesus fucking Christ, you fat fuck, get out of my
Yep.
way. Marvin
Yeah,
Heemeyer moved to
that's how exactly how I feel sometimes, where you just got a very slow person in your way, and and I just want to push him
Christ, you
out the
fat
way.
fuck, get out of my way. Marvin Heemeyer moved to Colorado sometime in the 90s or earlier, which was somewhat strange as he was in his 40s. He didn't have a wife or family, he didn't even know anybody in the area. But he was a hard worker,
Okay.
soon setting up his own muffler repair shop in the area, and people
Marv
said he was a
Muffs.
very affable person. So he might be a little odd, but so far, I like him. Trouble began in 2001 when the Zoning Commission approved the construction of a concrete factory adjacent to Marvin's shop. For many years,
Oh.
Heemeyer had used this route to get to his shop as it was really the only access road leading there. Construction of the plant would block this route, however. Heemeyer tried to
Yep.
appeal the Zoning Commission's decision, but was denied. He tried to
Oh
petition
yeah.
the city with neighbors and friends, but was once again unsuccessful. The
Because
concrete plant was going to be built.
because he basically doesn't know anyone. He doesn't know anyone. So well, no, nobody knows him. So because they think he's a total stranger.
So Marvin said, all right, you win. I'll just have to find another way to my shop. He petitioned to construct a new access road, and he even bought all the heavy machinery so he could just do it all himself. Well, guess what? He was turned down again. To add insult
Poor
to
Marvin.
injury, the construction of the factory cut Heemer's connection to the sewage line, and Granby Town
Oh.
Council fined him for not being hooked up to the sewer. With his livelihood seemingly in ruins, Marvin felt he had no recourse. He began planning his next move. He would write notes and record audio tapes about his predicament. I was always willing to be reasonable until I had to be unreasonable. Sometimes reasonable
Oh.
men must do unreasonable things.
Yeah, some
He made a list.
we there will be times in our life where we all go to desperate measures to save something we love or get something we really want to get. I mean, have I ever been in that situation where basically back in I think it was back in 2015 when I was due to move from primary school to secondary school, they wanted to send me to this school that was, really, really, really far away they was. and it almost went to a legal battle. It did because they wanted to send me there, but luckily we found a school that provide enhanced provision for because of obviously my gross motor skills, my autism, that could provide learning support for me, and we managed to get it. So despite going to the desperate lengths to get it, so it all worked out well in the end. It did.
List of establishments and people that had sided against him, and over the next year and a half he toiled on a secret project. One
Which
of the
was
machines
his.
Hemer had purchased to build the alternative access route to his shop was a bulldozer, but
Yep.
by the time Hemer was done with it, it was a veritable tank. The bulldozer was fitted
Ooh.
with makeshift armor covering the cabin, the engine, and parts of the tracks. This armor was over a foot thick in
Reminds me of
places,
Byron from Jack and the
consisting
Pack
of
and Thomas and
concrete
Friends.
mix fitted between sheets of tool steel. This made the
That's actually quite
KILLDOZER
impressive of how he was able to do it.
impervious to bullets and even explosives. To see out of this armor, Hemer installed several cameras all around the cabin and hooked them up to
Cameras.
two monitors he mounted on the inside. The cameras were
Oh,
protected by 3-inch
two
bulletproof
monitors.
plastic. He even fitted in compressed air nozzles to blow dust off the lenses. 3 gun ports were installed, each fitted with a different weapon: a 50 caliber anti-material rifle, a 308 semi-automatic, and a 22 long rifle, each fitted with steel plates.
Oh, just like our
Hemer
actual
even
tank would have.
installed onboard fans and an air conditioner to keep the driver cool under all the armor.
That is impressive right there to install your own fan and air conditioner. I mean, how could you
But there
do
was
that?
one problem. The armor was completely sealed tight and lowered onto the bulldozer via a crane. That meant,
Oh,
once the driver got in, he wasn't coming back out. Now that's an
oh,
extremely impressive thing to build. One time I tried to put together a chair from IKEA and I put the fucking legs the wrong way around. And he did all of
oh,
this in his
really,
shed. And that's not even the most unbelievable
really?
thing about all of this. Numerous people had actually visited Marvin during the year and had been in his shed. And not
Wait,
one of them said anything about the homemade tank sitting in the corner.
they didn't
Like,
even say anything.
what was going through their heads as they looked around
That's what
that
I want to
garage?
know. How could they
Hmm,
not even see
nice
that? It's literally right
toolbox.
in
May get
front
one
of
of
you.
them for myself.
Yeah, they pretty much go with the
Broken
toolbox.
boiler there by the looks of it. Ooh, expensive power drill. Might ask for a loan of that. Real old pair of boots there. Giant bulldozer fitted with composite armor, 3 gun ports, and its own surveillance system.
That's just crazy
Lawnmower.
right there.
Hemer believed
Yeah,
that
even a
God
lawnmower.
had built him for this job, and that it was God who clouded the judgment of the people who entered his shed. Now, I like Marvin, but I think I'm going to have to take issue with the notion that God approved of him planning a fucking rampage. Like, it seems like a lot
Yeah,
of
that's a
effort
bit
on
weird.
God's part to cloud the judgment of every single person that walked into the shed,
Mm-hmm.
instead of just making you see sense. Like, which of those two things seems like the more logical option?
Mm-hmm.
Then again, all of this really happened, so what do I know? On June the 4th,
Yeah.
2004, Marvin lowered the armor onto the Killdozer cabin one last time, sealing himself inside. Began his rampage by tearing through the wall of his muffler shop and
Oh,
then the
here's the
concrete plant
rampage.
before making his way into town. For 2 hours, he terrorized the town of Granby. He destroyed the town hall, the office of a local newspaper
Oh,
that editorialized
oh,
against him, the home of a judge, and many others.
oh, that is a pile of
Every building he
destruction.
destroyed was
That's
owned
literally
by
something out
somebody.
of. This is something out of a movie. It is. I'm not gonna lie. That would literally make a quite. This would actually make quite a good film. It would reliving the story of how Marvin went on his rampage around the town, and I think the film should be called Killdozer. That's literally what make a good film. I'm not gonna lie. That would make a
That had
pretty
previously
good one.
wronged him. In all, he smashed up 13 buildings, causing about $7
13.
million dollars worth in damages.
Oh,
But it should be
7 million.
noted that nobody was harmed.
That's
Police
good to
made
hear.
continuous attempts to stop the rampage. Local and state patrol, including a SWAT team, followed the Killdozer everywhere it went, firing shots at the cab with no effect. They then tried to take out the cameras, which again failed as they had the bulletproof shielding. They climbed aboard, trying to figure out a way to put a bullet inside the beast. A flashbang grenade was even dropped in the exhaust pipe, but Nothing they could do could stop it. They even brought
What a
out a
waste.
wheel tractor scraper to fight the machine, but the Killdozer just pushed it aside.
Yeah,
At
wow.
this point, the police were running out of ideas. The governor of Colorado, Bill Owens, was considering authorizing the National Guard to bring in an Apache attack helicopter
A
and blast the
helicopter.
Killdozer with Hellfire missiles, which is a fairly serious escalation. Feels a bit like we're
Oh.
skipping some steps here. Sometimes I can't get the ring off my fat finger, but I don't immediately break out the hacksaw.
Oh,
This was
no,
eventually
no,
decided against due to
no.
the fact that
Oh, why
firing
would you do
missiles on
that?
you
Oh,
feels a bit like we're skipping some
my
steps here.
my mum
Sometimes I can't get the ring off
my mum has problems getting
my fat
rings off her
finger, but
fingers
I don't immediately
sometimes,
break out the hacksaw.
but I wouldn't expect her to do that. Bring out a hacksaw just to get a ring off her finger.
This was eventually decided against due to the fact that firing missiles on a US town probably isn't a good idea, and that the
Nope.
damage done would be significantly greater than anything He-Mayer could have hoped to achieve. He-Mayer was destroying a hardware store when he encountered a problem. Killdozer's radiator had been damaged somehow, and the engine was leaking. Another problem, a thread had dropped into the hardware store's basement, meaning he was stuck. The engine
Oh,
failed, and SWAT soon surrounded the machine. After about a minute, they heard a single gunshot from inside the cab. Then the
what?
Killdozer fell silent.
He
Police first used explosives to remove the armor, but after 3 failed attempts, they used an oxyacetylene cutting torch and managed to get in. Inside, they found the body of Marvin Heemeyer. He
Oh,
had shot himself in the head with a handgun. In
oh,
2005, it was announced that the Killdozer would be taken apart for scrap metal, with each individual piece being sent to a different scrapyard to prevent admirers from taking souvenirs. And thus
oh.
ends the tale of the Killdozer. Hey everybody, I hope you liked the video. If you did, then
Is that it? Whew. That was actually quite a nice story to know about. I mean, I never knew that a man made his own tank using turning a bulldozer into a killdozer. I mean, a killdozer is actually quite a good name in all honesty, but he went on a rampage and destroyed pretty much everything he did. Wow, that was something right there. I was not expecting that. I mean, that was actually quite enjoyable. How a man made his own tag. This was actually quite a very, very good video that was suggested, and this is definitely going to go into the requested reactions playlist because, like I said, I created a playlist where if you guys request me a video, it will go straight into that playlist, and all you guys' requested videos, videos you request me to react to will go in that playlist. So this is definitely one for the playlist, and probably my favorite requested video reaction video that I've ever done from one of my fans. So once again, thank you to Di Cousin, I can't pronounce his name, for this video. I might react to more of these videos from this channel, but it will only just depend if I see any videos that interest me. So yeah, that was definitely very, very enjoyable. It was. I thoroughly enjoyed the video. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button for me. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this video I react to. Again, I thought it was quite refreshing for me to react to a story like this. And also let me know in the comments down below what other videos you want me to react to next. Follow me on Instagram. Links will be in the description down below. Share this video. Subscribe if you're new here. Ring that bell to get notified for when I upload new videos or when I post on the community tab. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!